People think cheating gets exposed by lipstick stains or suspicious text messages, dramatic confrontations, or late-night phone calls. Mine got exposed by garlic naan. Let me explain. My husband Daniel and I live downtown in the 18th floor of a glass apartment tower where the city lights pretend to be romantic and everything looks stable from far away. We had been married 7 years. No kids, just careers, date nights, shared calendars, shared passwords, shared plans. Or at least that's what I believed. Daniel worked in finance, which basically means long hours and convenient excuses, client dinners, late meetings, networking events. And statistically, most workplace affairs don't start with passion. They start with proximity, professional proximity. I didn't suspect anything because when you trust someone, your brain edits out red flags to protect the version of reality you prefer. I trusted him until the night of the food delivery. It was a Thursday. I remember just because I had a migraine and went to bed early. Daniel said he'd order something and finish up work in the living room. At 11:47 p.m., my phone buzzed. Not his, mine. A delivery notification from our joint food app account for an order I didn't place. Butter chicken, garlic naan, 2 mango lassies, delivered to our address. Except when I walked into the kitchen, there was nothing. No containers, no receipt, no smell, no evidence of food anywhere. Daniel was in the shower. That's when my stomach dropped because the app didn't say delivered to apartment. It said delivered to lobby, handed to customer. Not apartment, lobby. Why would my husband make a food delivery at midnight for 2 people when I was home upstairs? I didn't confront him that night because confrontation without information is emotional suicide. Instead, I opened the order history. That's when the pattern appeared. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 11:30 p.m., small, expensive meals, always 2 drinks, always meet at lobby. The pattern stretched back 3 months, same time frame as the sudden late meetings. Psychologists call it behavioral breadcrumbing. Tiny routine shifts designed so you won't zoom out far enough to see the shape of the lie. I zoomed out. The next Thursday, I pretended to fall asleep. At 11:32 p.m., his phone lit up. He grabbed his keys. No jacket, no laptop, no briefcase. Just keys. I counted to 30 and followed. Elevator down, lobby doors opened, and there she was. Not a client, not a coworker. A woman in a red coat laughing like she belonged there. Like she'd done this before. He kissed her. Not hesitant, not nervous. Casual, comfortable, rehearse. The delivery driver stood there holding the paper bag like he'd accidentally walked into a live episode of Betrayal. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, I watched. Because the moment you catch someone cheating, something inside you doesn't shatter, it freezes. He turned and saw me, the color drained from his face so fast it was almost impressive. It's not what it looks like. That sentence should require a license to use. I held up my phone and asked him calmly if it was the buttered chicken or the mango lassies that were misunderstood. The woman stepped back immediately. He started talking fast, too fast, words tripping over lies. She's just a friend. It just started. I was going to tell you. Fun fact, most cheaters say they were about to end it or about to confess. They weren't. They were about to continue until they got caught. Right there, under security cameras and fluorescent lighting, I realized something that changed everything. He wasn't sorry he cheated. He was sorry I showed up. Those are 2 very different emotions. I didn't make a scene, I didn't argue, I took the food from the delivery driver, went upstairs, and ate it alone. Because if he was going to waste 7 years of my life, I wasn't wasting good naan, too. The next morning, I packed his clothes into suitcases with surgical calm, changed every shared password, removed him from accounts, called a lawyer before he even finished texting apologies. Here's what people don't say loudly enough. Closure is overrated. Action is not. Studies show that people who leave immediately after betrayal recover faster emotionally than those who stay hoping for answers that never actually satisfy them. Daniel moved out within a week. The red coat girl disappeared within a month. Affairs built in secrecy rarely survive exposure. Now he tells people we grew apart. We didn't grow apart. He stepped out and I stepped forward. But here's the part I didn't tell you. If you want to hear what happened when he tried to come back and now I turned the situation completely in my favor, come and continue and I'll drop the revenge arc. Because trust me, that wasn't the end of the story.